morning. Oh, it was a pretty good night. I slept pretty good. I'm gonna show you my setup here. So I had that hanging from up here, but I only used it for 1 hour. Then I just turned it right off. This is an air mattress. I had it inflated, and I was sleeping on top of the sleeping bag. And at about 5 in the morning, I had to end up going inside of it because it got cold. I felt cold. And like 5 in the morning, the owls were going crazy all through in here. But of course, when I grabbed the camera, it was off. I mean, they stopped. So now we're just gonna maybe make some breakfast or some coffee and head that way. See where we end up. Fire's off completely. Now we just throw all the sand right back into it. And that's it. We picked up camp. Can't even tell, only footprints, but it's hard to get rid of that. But fire was over here. And it was off. We poured a bunch of water in it, and there's the canoe ready to go. By the way, I wanted to show you this. This was here when we got here, and yesterday, last night, the water was right here. And look, about 4 inches. And one night, I would say less than 12 hours, because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. We got a late start, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, this trip is about, it's not about how many miles we put in, it's about relaxing. We're floating again. We just left the campsite. It was funny. Yesterday, all by itself, there was a dog swimming right there. Nobody around. He ran up there.
There's a hammock up there.
There is, yep. Pretty weird. Here we go. Look at the sandbars down here. Whew. Yesterday, our butts were sore. We're not used to this. No. We could hear I-10 back there. So kind of traveling along it. Because the way the river was, you go under I-10, it goes to the furthest point, at least just in that for a couple miles. And that's where we were camping, on that sandbar. Then it turns back up north, gets close to I-10, then it borders I-10 for a couple miles, then it starts turning back south. So we could hear cars, traffic. Oh, look. Pretty cool. I saw limestone rocks on this side, sand on this side.
The walkway itself's in good shape.
Yeah. Well, here's Woods Ferry. That's the one that we're not gonna go on it, but you've seen on other people's videos that it's like a long walk, and then it continues all back there. It's like a hell of a hike. And that's Woods Ferry River Camp, and there's some people camping on this side. All right, we'll continue. Look at that, how cool. That's gotta be at least 100 feet way up there. And you can see all that has fallen. And then you see all the green stuff that grows on it. All those dog fennels and all. That is cool.
Right where the river makes a bend.
Yeah, and it's right where the river makes a big turn. So the water hits right here. And been washing all that years. I mean, you know it's got to be years because look at the size of the trees growing on it. Look at the way in there also, how it's just caving in. Wow, it's pretty cool. We stopped here to let some blood flow to our butt cheeks. And look at this, how cool this place is. Look at the way that looks down there. It's a nice little sandbar. We always look for somewhere where it's easy to get off. So see, if you're walking here, you know, it's still, because a lot of the places are right here, it goes straight down. So you can see how it's shallow all, so like that. Because when you first get off, at least when we first get off, we got to kind of like we call it unfolding. So it'll be like when a bed is just unfolding out of the plastic. That's what we gotta do. We're just gonna maybe eat some lunch, sit here for a little while, or walk around. I got solar panel charging battery packs, but I left the battery pack. I usually put the solar panel and the battery pack underneath it. I had it up here. I left the battery pack on top. I didn't even think about it, and it overheated. So well, we're just gonna explore around, walk, eat some lunch. Good. We just got the river. The water is like probably like 90 degrees, and we just got some cold water from a spring right there. We sat here and drank water, of course filtered, and now we're back off. How cool this is.
There's some caverns in that, but
yeah,
going up there is. You see how it looks like it's layers?
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at how high the river's been. You can see the brush up there.
I'd hate to be on this river with a canoe then.
Huh.
It wouldn't be safe.
No.
I think we picked the right time to do this.
If you see that tree, that's probably a huge 50-foot tree. And look how the only thing you can see sticking, and look at the angle it's going. That's probably a deep hole in there that tree fell in.
Ooh, it's getting more interesting.
Yeah. Wish it would have been a spring. We could have gotten some cold water. This water down here is like bath water. I mean, obviously you're drinking water, you're getting rehydrated, but it just doesn't feel good. At least this breeze feels good. Look at the layers, the lime rock. those layers are. You can see a layer over there going that way. It's funny, it kind of goes downhill. Alright, so we found what looks like maybe a spring. And we're gonna see if the water's cold. We're gonna get water. Alright, so we stopped here. Let me get this a second. And we're gonna see if this is spring water. Again, it's being filtered. We ain't drinking it straight from the spring. Make sure you look under these things because of snakes. It's cooler. Oh, I wonder what was here at some point. That's pretty cool. We've already stopped several times. Dunk our shirts in the water and put them back on. Dunk our hats in the water. And then we noticed that the closer you are to these things, the faster you go without having to paddle. So, and then we got the wind at our back, so we're also thinking about, I got three tarps, making a sail somehow. I know when we turn a corner it'll probably be useless, but at least for all these long stretches where we have the wind in our back.
I had to pull it up or it's been gone.
All right, thank you. We just seen some tracks on this
They look like bears to me.
sandbar. I don't know because we were in the water, but it looked like bear. So, besides,
Some of them are human, but
more blood flow going into the butt cheeks.
they look like paw prints.
It is bear.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Bear tracks.
That is what that is. Bear, ain't it?
Yeah.
Pretty good sized bear.
Heck yeah. Look at my hand compared to
A decent sized bear.
it cost it. Yeah. Look at this. So it could be in the sun.
That is bear track.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it was right.
Yeah. He went that way because this is people. That's pretty fresh too.
You might have heard us coming. Or
Yeah.
smelled it.
Yeah. Here. Wow. So, big bear track, little bear tracks. And there's humans ones mixed in here. Pretty cool. Carl, you want to camp out here?
It's awful early, ain't it?
Yeah, I was just about to.
If it was later, I'd say yes.
Wow, you can feel the heat coming out of this. Whew.
Time to pull the dogs off.
If it was shallower, I would just go in there and lay down. But
It dropped off in a hurry.
from right there, it just goes poof, straight down. That's Swany Springs. Oh,
Breeze.
yeah, we're just getting some breeze here. Looks like if at some point there was either a bridge, because look at those steel pilings over here, and there's steel over there. So either a bridge or one of those things that would float the cars across. It's pretty neat. I might stop there and just check it out. Oh, feels good. Yeah. It's a sulfur spring. This is Swany Springs.
Very strong.
Yeah. Look at the railroad ties.
Reinforcement.
Yeah. We're gonna go look at the inside of it. Look at that tree. That's pretty cool. I could almost guarantee that at some point this was originally built for a fort, and then they had their water source right here, because there's walls that go clear around through the woods, you know. So this is the old railway just south of Swany Springs back there. Pretty cool. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's a railway. It's a bridge.
I don't think they use it anymore.
No. So this is a bridge, the old bridge, and that's 129. So it's just north of 129, and it is south of Swany Springs. So now we're gonna continue, see how far we could get till about 6 o'clock, and then just look for somewhere to camp. Yeah.
Seeing that?
Oh yeah. So here is 129. I got 7 minutes left on this SD card.
Then you don't have no more.
Oh, I got 3 more. There's the Spirit of the Swany, the music park up there.
I ain't trying to mess your video up. Trying to keep it running the ground.
Alright, so there's a dead fish. See, it is a turtle.
Looked like a gator head to me.
There's a dead fish right there. And there's something eating it.
Turtle. Big turtle.
It's a turtle. Big old catfish. And the turtle was eating it.
Damn. Ever since I noticed that, my urine ain't been the same color.
Oh. Well, we've been taking breaks. It's just hot. It's 95 degrees today. And we've probably drank over a gallon of water each with liquid electrolytes, liquid IV packs. And we just drank one now. We got about 3 miles to go. So to see, they told us, and I seen on the GPS there's a spring up ahead, and there's like a sandbar, and it's a river management, and we're gonna camp out right there, right next to the spring. Hopefully it'll be cooler. I mean, we're hoping at least at night. And when we get there, we could just jump in and just take a nap in the spring or something. Whew. Oh, it's been hot. I mean, we knew it was gonna be hot. I just couldn't do this trip. I had work earlier, you know. So there's a church group behind us. Way back there, because we've stopped a bunch of times and they still haven't caught up. And they wanted to go to that Halton Creek Wilderness Camp, which is closed, but you could still get on it. They said you could get on it. They just don't have any, what is it, electricity and all that, water, any utilities. But you can still stay there. But it's 6:24 right now, so that's probably about another 7 miles down. So I don't think they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do. So we'll keep pressing on. Well, we got to our destination. Now we just gotta find a flat spot to put tents, because I don't see any areas to hang a hammock unless we go back in the woods. But
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
yeah. All right, we're gonna get off. Here's camp for the night. It's a spring. Actually, the spring comes out from in there. It looks green because it's deep, but it's crystal clear water. It feels good. Look at my feet, how white they are. So being wet all day. It's not that there's sunburned or nothing, but there's the campsite. Well, I got rice, chicken and rice cooking over there. Lantern, garbage bag, Carl, tent, Carl fishing, and that's it. Obviously, we pull the canoe way up there. Actually, we'll probably tie it. We tie it to that. Then in the morning, this water's super cold, like real cold. We'll just get water and fill up that 1 gallon thermos that I have. We got camp set up. Got the tents. This is the most level place that we could find anywhere, even up there in the woods, anywhere. So why not here close to the water? And there's a big sandbar right around this corner, but it's the same. It's just not level. 8 o'clock. We're just gonna fish, sit here, cast the poles out, and no fire, nothing. See you guys later. This is lunch. Tuna. And it's tuna packets because they're easier to throw away. So tuna packets, tuna salad with mayonnaise. Then some of that bagged chicken and rice with bags of chicken breast. And we just put them in there. And it's cooking right now. Got a bunch of bags in here, more bags in there, pasta, shells, all kinds of stuff. And then for protein, the bag, see, chicken, and just other snacks and a lot of stuff. In that cooler we have bacon. We actually have eggs, like I said, they're fresh, so I don't know how hot they could withstand. It was 96 today, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning. And there's a garbage bag hanging. And put the garbage in there, and then I'll tie it up. And we take that with us. We picked up garbage that was laying around here. Yeah, we're gonna get to eat. Good night, everybody. I laid in my tent like at 9 o'clock, just laid in here. And it's, next thing I know, now I open my eyes and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So I just wanted to film this to say good night. See you guys in the morning.